off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote this out my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Plain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Happy Friday everyone. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let's see who we got here. Few people in YouTube chat. Good morning. Warrior, JP, Luli. Wow, how have you wrote your name, bro? I'm gonna butcher if I try pronounce that. TG, that's easy. Zoom boys all active. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice, nice, nice. Morning to everyone. Hope everyone's good. Let me make sure all systems go. Fix one camera here. Thomas in YouTube chat. Say good morning back. Let's see, let's see. Who is here? Who's not here? There we go. All good. So let's have a look. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. It is actually still Thanksgiving. We have a few problems going on in the US. CME is down. So if you notice, US 30 will not be moving. SPX will not be moving. DAX will not be moving. Right? Actually, I think DAX is maybe moving, but it's just moving really slow. I don't know. My broker, it seems stuck. Yeah, it's just going to be strange because CME is massive, man. So futures are going to be shut down. Charts are different for each broker today. Yeah, a little bit strange with the price action we have going on. You can see obviously this chart here already tapped the high. This chart here hasn't tapped the high. It is definitely something very interesting. Yep, as a futures trader, people are calling BS on the whole situation, pure manipulation. It is definitely something interesting and yeah, sometimes benefit having CFDs. So today price action, of course, is a little bit on the stranger side with each broker showing different scenarios here. So we need to just be careful about that. We need to be careful about today, treat today, you know, mainly use today to see, okay, what has happened on the charts and what can we do once this shit gets fixed, right? So it's going to be very important, basically keep people safe and see what's basically happening overall. So we'll start off on the calendar. It is a clean day today. We have a little bit of Euro news later on. Yes, I know CME is down. I'm just explaining it right now. You are absolutely correct. So with that being down, it's something new, right? So if you're futures trading on futures right now, it's not going to be possible. We have, you know, everything closed here. Brokers are going to be different data feeds. And simply something that just is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to navigate something like this. Sorry to be dumb. What is CME? So CME stands for Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And essentially, it is where all futures data comes from. So one of the major benefits of futures is its centralized data. If you look at a broker, we could have information from Pith. Pith is giving us their data feed. If we go over to Owanda's data feed is slightly different here as well, right? We can see how Owanda has already tapped the highs here. But when you trade futures, all data is coming from CME, right? CME is the data per everyone trades the same. You cannot trade a different, well, you can, but I mean, all of the ones for retail is going to be from CME, which stands for Chicago Mercantile Exchange, right? So if you want to research into what they are, then you can research into what they are, but hopefully that explains it. Yep, so we had huge spikes here. On my broker, it looks the same as this, to be honest. These spikes are just pure, yeah, it's just pure market liquidity issues right here. Something that rarely happens in the market. But yeah, a lot of things are going to be messed up. Spreads, price action, data. I mean, my spreads are okay. I'm surviving on everything here. But we need to go see what's happened over yesterday and over last night. At least have an analysis. If this gets fixed by New York, at least we're one step ahead. Actively analyzed it and we can see what's up with everything here. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of discrepancies between broker feeds because of who they're connected to, who's their liquidity provider, where their liquidity provider pulls data from. All going to be extremely important here. So yeah, you'll see big spread differences sometimes. You're going to see, what else are you going to see? I mean, you know, there's just, I mean, DAX is just completely stuck here. If you look at the 1 minute on DAX, it looks like a shit coin, right? It looks like a shit coin. Lol, nothing happened yesterday. It was garbage, which we knew. Nope, over Asian, I'm talking about how gold has pushed out of this range here in Asian session because it's an interesting push we've had, you see. Had this push up in Asian session. Asian session was good, pushed up bullish here. So I want to discuss how this can affect price here and where we're looking to, looking to what we can do maybe leading into New York or if this gets fixed pretty soon. Sparta is in GC shorts on your brokerage with no SL and no TP. Fuck, man. That's a bit of a problem. Is it a funded account or a personal account? That's gonna be the problem there. For me personally, I always recommend to trade with a stop loss no matter what for situations like this. I know people tell you that when you're in front of the charts, you can close the position, but you never know. What if your internet goes down? There's so many things that can happen that you should always, when you have the chance and you enter the position, drag and put a stop loss. Even if it's a random stop loss higher than it should be, it will at least protect you from blowing your whole account. So yeah, we can run through an analysis. Let's use today. We can run through a little bit of analysis. We can run through a little bit of Bitcoin analysis here, stuff like that. And or Trump says something can mess you up here, and then we can see what we want to do. So if we're starting off here on the daily time frame, that bottom wick on gold was extremely fishy. Candle open, gap down. I don't think it was a liquidity grab. No, this was because of liquidity issues. CME is down. So if you don't know, CME is Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They run futures and they're down. I should put an announcement. Everyone's asking the same question here. Let me put an announcement. CME is down. Charts. Man, I'm getting matrix attacks on YouTube. What? Whoa. Am I live? Yeah, I am live. Okay, there we go. Damn. The minute I mentioned manipulation and CME issues, boom. Oh. Just so people know, this hasn't happened since 2020. No, it hasn't happened for a while. Yeah, indeed. So let's just have a look at the analysis, make good use of our time here. Daily time frame, very interesting how we're pushing up. I feel like we might want to test daily resistance. There's a possibility we flip here with previous daily bearish, previous 4-hour bearish here. We could definitely flip, retest some lower levels, but that doesn't mean we turn bearish now. Obviously, with all of the issues that's happening, Trump has also spoke about he's expecting no income tax, which is absolutely nuts because of tariffs. So if he starts pressurizing countries on tariffs again, It's positive for gold. We start to see gold move up again as he pressurizes on tariffs. Okay, and yeah, so that's one thing. Second thing here we have is possibility of a little of disputes come. Let's see if the news is, if they did update that. Yeah, here's the tariff news. Good. Black Friday with despite tariffs. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Yeah, the Japanese yen as well. We want to speak about the Japanese yen, so I'm going to speak about the Japanese yen in a second here. But yeah, gold looking maybe wants to retest. See some maybe lower levels after we retest maybe the daily resistance there. On lower time frames with this liquidity issue, we could just range. This liquidity wick can happen again, although very rare. It is possible. You can see on other people's brokers, absolutely rinsed people. If you are in buys from Asian session holding, this is going to ruin your day. Friday, lost all your profits. These type of moves slip you, especially if you're not on good brokerage. Totally screwed in this type of position. Imagine you took a buy in Asian, you're holding runners, it's game over, right? So luckily on my broker, it didn't liquidity grab that deep, but we're seeing that discrepancy between all of other brokers and etc. Now, looking at stuff like DAX here, we just ranged yesterday. Today, we're trying to maybe potentially get out this range. Daily time frame here did end up close bullish here. We have 4-hour time frames just doing this higher low type pattern here, just like when we're in low volume, which is completely normal because of what? Because of bank holiday yesterday. So do we want to get out of this range? We will see today. If we do want to try poke our head above this range, maybe get above one of these 15, I think I would want to see us tap. Now, another option is to buy from the bottom of the range here. That is, of course, going to be a potential here is to buy from the bottom of the range. This would be an okay buy, but we have this 1 hour stuck right here. We can mark that. Yeah, but very choppy price action. If you look at DAX on your broker on the 1 minute, it's very strange. We've had some volume here now on the open. 1 hour has closed bullish there. So we've had a little bit of volume come back, but 1 minute still looks sketchy here. My spreads on DAX are absolutely non-tradable. They've now spiked up to, yeah, they're spiking heavily here, but now they've settled, but it was spiking. My gold spreads are surprisingly stable for today. If we're looking at the overall market here, you're going to see much of the same. Yesterday's range just hold true here. I want to speak about the yen here. Yen, pretty important. We're seeing this threat come from the Bank of Japan to start to cut and actually bring that surprise intervention. I have traded the yen for a very long time, and normally when they start to hint this, we kind of see a lot of buying pressure come into as a last short squeeze, because there will be a lot of people trying to play that trade and put strength into seeing that come. And honestly, sometimes when it comes, it just comes straight out of nowhere and you'll see it. There'll be no sign. It will maybe look extremely bullish and then boom, one big intervention will come something soon. Now, what I'm kind of tending to believe here is we might come and take liquidity from the top of these highs. This is where most people are going to maybe look for that continuation as we start to continue up here, and that's where we get the squeeze. So it might want to continue even higher. It's very possible here. Many people are going to be in shorts from all the way down here when they started announcing that type of stuff, but we can be ahead of the curve and be long until we see a little bit more of a squeeze. But right now I wouldn't want to be long down here. I was long for a bias. Same thing on USD JPY, and we should see that same continuation up into USD JPY. You know, it is even possible, and I've seen it before. I mean, it's a pretty far stretch, but we could even push up all the way into 160 before the short squeeze comes. If we look at JIXI here, we are sitting at the level here. We are trying to bounce. You can see daily is trying to get stronger here. I've marked this level since all the way back since 2024. I've had this level here on JIXI, and we then made our rally here as it started to come down, and now we're retapping into this level. So doesn't mean that it's going to immediately V-shape bounce out of this level. It can easily spend some time in this level, maybe a week or two, and then we see the bounce with the intervention comes through. So that is something I'm definitely looking at as we lead into the end of the year here. Stock market creating supports here. No reason why we can't come and retest the highs at least. Now, what will be super interesting, I'm keeping a massive eye on, is if we retest the highs, liquidity grab and then dump. This is a classic pattern. I'm not going to go back in time and show you how many times that happens, but if we see that dump from that high, I expect a deeper retrace back into 2022.7, but that might be till next year. We don't know just yet. Typically we see December be quite positive, right? We see December be quite positive. So that's a little bit of a market breakdown. I'm also gonna cover Bitcoin for you guys here as well, because Bitcoin is also in an interesting spot. We are seeing this major bounce, but everyone is gonna get bullish on this bounce. It is not bullish just yet. We have not put in successful strong higher lows just yet. We could easily tag up into 95, even as high as 98, and see that lower high. And that lower high maybe comes in coincidence with the stock market, if we were to sweep the high of the stock market and end up dumping. If we do that, we're going to see the same liquidity grab from the highs. Everyone gets bullish again. Stock market's at all-time high. Bitcoin is bouncing. Boom. Then we see the lower high come back into the 77, 75s. Then find a base there and maybe start to continue up based on fundamentals. We need to make an adaptation as we go on there. So that's a little bit of a market breakdown for right now. This bounce can continue here. 4 hours looking healthy. We do have breaks of structures on 4 hour. We're struggling right now here. If we lose this level here, we could see a little bit of a retracement first, but I think reaching up into 92s, 93s is not out of the question. So that's basically what I'm looking at here on the charts. That's a little bit of a breakdown, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys like that. It was good information for you guys. If you did, let me know in the chat. Write a number 1 in the chat if that was clear, everything was good. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't. Just want to see people understood. See who's listening. Good. So this type of breakdown I normally do every single week. It's very important for me. You can see it doesn't take much time. The guys know it. These breakdowns I love to do every single week. I feel so comfortable after doing those, and it's something I make sure to make a habit of every single day. Not day, sorry, week, my bad. Every single week I make the effort to do that. Can you please explain a squeeze and how to spot it? Thanks in advance. You don't spot it, you predict it essentially, because by the time you spotted it, it's too late. Short squeeze essentially means when price is actually moving up, but that move up is going to be for a bigger move down. Okay, that's the simplest way to put it. Why? They're trying to get people long to use that as exit liquidity to get a bigger short position, and that is known as a short squeeze. Right? So they're trying to get out all the early shorters. I think actually that's a... Yeah, that would be a short squeeze. Harry, are you on Twitter or X? No, I should get on it, but I do think I should get on it. What should I post on it? You should do breakdowns? Yeah, I feel like that would be good. I should get on X. market analysis. Yeah, it should be good. Weekly, something, a small snippet. One idea I had is to like post recaps of the webinars we do after the fact. So obviously we do the webinars the week after, but I do it the week after I can post the webinars for people to watch. Not the webinar, the analysis part of the webinar. So they can see how the analysis played out. Because remember that analysis we were talking about on gold, I think that'd be pretty educational for people to see ahead of time how we were talking about this zone here being not a zone to sell. We were talking, everyone here was a little bit bearish on gold. We were talking about, no, this would be bullish signals from here. And then that day here at 50 level, remember at 50 level, we identified 2 weeks ago that 50 level would be a problem. It was a problem. Ranged here until we got something above. We haven't really moved too far except for today's candle. That's the one that's really done the business. Yeah, can you read the pinned message, guys? I put a pinned message explaining why the charts look a little bit strange. We shouldn't trade DAX today because of news? No, just potentially liquidity issues. Markets are slow? No, they're uncertain because of what's happened. So we're making good use of our time. That big wick on gold is much bigger on broker chart, around 500 pips. Depends on your broker. Yeah, some people have it. Mine looks like this, but some people have it all the way down here. Absolutely rinsing everyone. Many people lost their funded due to that big wick on gold. Yeah, they would have lost their futures account if they weren't trading with stop losses. Even with, I think it can mess up. I wonder how they'll deal with that as a prop firm. So imagine in a prop firm today I'm in gold longs, okay? I'm in gold longs now and I cannot close my trade and this liquidity grab is unknown. Let's have a look how futures look like. I haven't actually looked at futures. I want to have a look. Let's see how they're looking. There we go. Why do I have all this window like this? Man, their platform went down and reset everything, man. There we go. Yeah. Okay, now we got it back. So let's have a look here at gold. Yeah, completely stuck. Yeah, so you'd be messed up, huh? Yeah. Completely stuck. Harry, for the first time, I'm feeling lost in trading. I marked one level on gold, but my confirmation candle got so big that there was no chance of entry. So you've answered yourself your question. Good job. That's it, man. So why you feel lost if there was no confirmation of entry? That's it. You move on. You feel lost because you feel like you missed a trade. That's why you feel lost. We should do something valuable with our time. Spin that wheel? Yeah, maybe we should do a wheel spin, would be funny. Futures chart down? Yeah, futures chart will be down. Let's sim. Would be good. Let's sim. What do I have here? Gold. Let's do gold. Let's sim. Let's put alerts. Let's put alerts here in case we get out of these ranges. We have alerts. Let's run some sims. So let's go run sim. Start with London session. Do something useful, right? I think it would be better if we did something useful rather than sit and do nothing, right? Can start. When should we start? Let's start Obviously not after a news candle like that, that doesn't help. Let's start on London session. London session would be ideal here. There we go. All right, we can start London session. Is Pip Labs a promo still available? Oh yeah, Pip Labs is only $10. It is still available. Code profit. Code profit. It is still available. $10. Insane, man. But let's have some fun. Let's backtest some gold. What month is this? November. This month. Okay, this is this month. So let's backtest what's happening this month. See what we can do here. Let's start off with daily time frame here. Have a quick look. Make sure daily is, you know, what we want to see. So we're closing bearish on daily here. 4-hour time frame is doing what? Let's see what 4-hour time frame is doing. Closing bullish. So mixed session bias today. Right? Mixed session bias. So put this as daily support up here. We put this as previous 4-hour. And see what 1 hour is saying here. So we did tap the 4-hour support. We are mixed bias here. 15 maybe wants to continue down below here for sells. If not, we'll try continue up higher. I do like how we've grabbed liquidity from this high now, dumping back below, retest. Should be a simple close below that gets us going. Could probably hold all the way down into here. Continue this daily time frame, because remember the daily time frame closed below. So if a daily time frame is closing below, we could easily take a sell and follow that daily time frame to maybe get some sort of bigger price action move. Anyways, we'll see. Time is it? Yeah, 5 minutes for this to close. Did not close below. So we'll just skip until something closes below. So we're pushing up here. Not planning buys just yet for me. Not planning buys just yet for me. As I want to see here some sort of pullback, right? Some sort of pullback. Then maybe I can look for buys. But I'm more sold on the sells. I'm even thinking, can I sell from up here? Can I sell from up here? What time is it? 5, 10, 15. Can I sell from up here? So we have closed back inside the range. I do like this. Now we've retest higher into this liquidity zone. Most people are trying to buy here because we're going up. Daily time frame closed bearish. Pullback trade. We like the pullback trades in this period here. So I think this would be a sell option for me. Right, this would be a sell option for me. 92 pips. How big is target though? First target here is 30 pips, can get managed if anything, and we have 92 to that support. And if we continue bigger, could be nice. Could be nice indeed. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a shot for me, this. For sure. For sure. Put a 1 lot on this, $900 risk. So we do have a top wick at least. So now it entered us. Let's see if it wins. So it's a small top wick, but it is a good push so far. Yeah, that's nice. So if we react off here, the only problem is we don't have lower time frame structure. So we might want to react off here, which we are right now, which gives me the option to go break even. It's not enough to close, obviously. Let's just see how we react. It makes me sad to see, sad Harry, to see people are not joining stream. Only 200 people here. Yeah, times change, but it'll come back. Don't worry, bro. I'm not worried about it. People just want more of that signal approach and stuff like that. But when they understand my long-term vision and they support me, and they start to see different changes come, and people and we start to kill it again, and they understand that trading can be up and down. They only want to be part of the upside, even though things are great. It's just I'm not streaming on New York, so they don't get to see that, but they'll be back and then they'll learn something new. So this will be insane. I've been here long enough. I've streamed for much longer than many of these guys have streamed. Yeah, check. Whoa, I need to pause. I don't want it to take full profit. I actually want to leave a runner because of my daily plan here. So I wanna leave a runner because of my daily plan. So we will look to close something here. If we close half, I think closing half here, because if we look at lower time frame, yeah, no 5-minute pullbacks makes total sense to close half here. Total sense. So I'm gonna close half at this point here. Resize this. I'm gonna close half of my lots. So we then took that off. Boom. Now our P&L, we're up 400. So we took out 400 now. We're gonna continue this, but now we're gonna speed it up because the majority of our trade is finished. I'm not moving to break even just yet because I've closed half. So even if I lose this position, it will be break even because I've closed half at around 1-to-1. So I don't mind it. It needs to pull back. It needs to pull back and form structure. And if I'm gonna play a bigger idea here in my trade and try to hold a trade throughout the day, it needs to pull back. The only thing I'm scared of is if it reverses from this low and makes a double bottom, and then we continue up bullish. That's the only thing I'm scared of. SL move to B? No, because I closed half already. So even if we come in drawdown, I'm still in profit. Change of 5-minute structure? Yeah, if we get change of 5-minute structure could be problematic for us, but we don't have that yet. We don't have that yet. Okay, that's a great candle. That is a great candle. If it closes rejection like this, if it closes below the support, much better. No top wick though. Can flip. There it flipped. We need to respect these highs now. So what we're gonna do is, since we're holding a runner, we're just gonna skip candles here. We're gonna skip by 15 minutes because we're gonna make decisions now on 15-minute candle closes, right? We're gonna make decisions based on 15-minute candle closes. Because remember, we closed half. So even if I go in drawdown, it's not gonna be a problem. Why? Because we can survive. So let's see what, yes, CME data is down. You can see the pinned message, right? So let's skip by 50-minute. That's a lovely close. I'm even considering adding on a close like this. But one thing, this would be something I normally add with. But when you're in a runner, do not break your plan. So if I'm holding a runner, would I be trading at this time? No, it's still early to be trading. Plus, continuation trades in London have not been the best. So typically I would, but this is a big mistake people do when they try to hold runners, is they just kind of break rules. So no, I'm not going to enter this. If it pulls back and gives me an entry, I will enter it. So yeah, that looks tempting now. That's the pullback I wanted to see. Now we are pre-NY. Yeah, add entry. But I will add back the 0.5 that I took off. I'll add back the 0.5 that I took off. So we can delete this. Now we can add back second position here, but stop. I want to give it above this wick here in case we want a liquidity grab. So I'm only adding back half, right? I'm only adding back half because of me only taking out half. So I don't want to add back another full risk position here. Yeah, we have good top wick as well. If this closes bullish, then of course I'll delete the order as it will not be valid. Has about, yeah, so it closed bullish here, so I'll delete the order. We're still holding the runner. Skip by 15 minutes still. Oh, it's coming back to entry now, which I don't like. Skip by 5 minutes now. Ooh, survived it. Survived it. The problem is we've created no structure now for me to move my stop loss. I can keep it above previous 4. I feel like I'm safe. Previous 4, I'm safe. We're still gonna profit if we hit stop loss. Obviously, we wanna... That's not nice. That is not a good sign for our runner. Breaking 5-minute structure now. Now we need to see what the bigger time frame is doing. See, 1 hour is creating bullish structure here. Faked out back in the range, and the only option I have now is to put my original stop loss and allow it to retest this zone, because this is known as like a supply zone up here, right? This is known as a supply zone. So this is when we try to hold runners. Sometimes we can play the original idea, but what I rather do is just take the win that I had, close this at -22 here, and then get a re-entry in New York session if we get the option. So I don't have to worry about it. So let's see if we can get a re-entry here. So I can avoid all this drawdown now. You see this? Yeah, I would have got stopped. So I think that was the correct decision. Now let's see if I can get a re-entry here for NYC. It's pretty messy NYC if I'm being honest. I mean, that would be an option for sells, break of low here. See how 30-minute looks. Yeah, that would be an option for sells here. We can try go again one more time. But again, so we don't go negative on the day, we enter half. Why? So we don't go negative on the day. Because if I were to enter full right now, which is fine, but then I'll ruin all my day profits and get into loss. Yeah. With this top wick, we can get away with stop loss actually like this. So let's see this. All right, triggered us. Moving bullish. That line is my break even, that line. We need to watch the lower time frame. Quite a bit of drawdown we're holding here. Good 5-minute structure. gonna move my break even to maybe this point here, which is a little bit higher, which is the 5-minute zone I have. Okay, so we stopped out on that, but we don't lose our daily profit. Maybe this is just a liquidity grab to continue our idea down. It is definitely possible. Or we're just gonna move up here. It's also getting a bit late now. Yeah, it's a bit late. So let's go back to London session here of the next day. And let's go have a look at London session for the next day here at least. So how did previous daily close here? No, I was just trying to add on to my sell idea. I wanted to flip this daily here. I wanted to just experiment with flipping this daily, because I really wanted to get into a position where we can flip this daily and continue down. So I wanted to be a bit aggressive on that, especially when we're backtesting, can have some fun like that. And trust your idea of that, but it was a bit early. 4 hour did make sense. I feel like if we broke 4 hour structure, it would be better. But today we are now bullish bias for today. We have a previous 4 hour resistance up here. We have our current 4 hour resistance right here. 30-minute time frame. Let's have a look at what's going on 30-minute time frames. Pushing up here pre-session pretty aggressively. So this is where, believe it or not, a lot of people are going to try get involved with sells, which could make sense, but I want to see, it's simple. Whenever we push up like this pre-session, we want to pull back for buys. It's super simple. Now, if we get above here with structure, we could try fill some of this LTA, but otherwise we want to pull back for buys. It's very straightforward when we get this type of stuff. Yeah, if it's going to be a straight up day like this, nothing much. Yeah, nothing much we can do with this straight up day. But let's see what New York is going to bring to us, because New York has been a lot better than London when London just straight pushes up. So we're coming close. This is New York now. We broke in structure towards the upside here. This could be something interesting if we break structure towards the upside. How are we going to act when we break structure towards the upside? Is this going to be a double fake out is going to be the question, right? That's something we need to kind of figure out. Is this going to be a double fake out? If it is going to be a double fake out, then we're going to be in trouble, right? So I really want to see how we react here. Let's go skip by 5 minutes. So we close back in the range, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, we close back in the range, but too deep. Nothing really I can do with this at this depth. It's not going to make sense one-to-one to get. But if we do close below the range now, what time is this? 20, 25. Okay, we dump straight through it. Fair enough. What time is it now? Coming NYC. So this pullback, if this creates resistance, can we get an option? Nope, not yet. So we did dump this move. No option here. I could have taken this one inside here, inside the range to get in, but obviously didn't give me an option to get in. I didn't want to take that one there, right there. So we can, you know, maybe look to see if it pulls back, but it's also getting late at this time now. So I really want to, I don't know if I really want to try and push that, you know, especially when it's getting late. Just have here gold on my chart, watching the price right now. We are trying to get back outside the range. Time does this candle close? In about a couple of minutes. I wonder if we want to continue down. I'm gonna put this on pause for now. Oh, now you alert me, man. That's a bit late. we need 5-minute structure. You know, this is what I think we're gonna need here. 5-minute structure. Otherwise, could be a fake out. So let's see. Maybe thunderstorm we can do something with. Pretty deep close, man. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for 5-minute structure, so I need to see 5-minute structure here before me taking a sell like that. In the meantime, let's go back and see what happens. So we're late New York now. Let's just continue this a little bit. And let's go to next day. All right, so next day here, previous daily closing. Let's see what previous daily closing bullish, previous 4 hours closing bullish here as well. Interesting. So we are a little bit more forward in the session. So let's see what happened. What time is it? 11, yeah. This previous daily rejected and didn't close above, huh? That's big information. You guys need to notice how this daily didn't close above. That is very, very important. Very important. Very important. All right, let's continue a little bit. So we're obviously, I have buys in mind for now. But I want to see a pullback for buys. Pullback for buys. London session, it's been key. Pullback for buys. So here's a pullback. Can we come deeper? No. Closing above here. What time is this? No. Continuations in London. Not a good idea, I feel. So I'm not trusting this just yet. Yeah. Never broke high anyways. Trying to get back up again here. Now we have London open. Okay, so we did push up a little bit here. That was a buy option, but now we tap this resistance. 4-hour candle just closed. or it's closing in an hour, but I think, yeah, we closed bearish. So we switched to mixed. If we switch to mixed, we have a simple situation of buys from the bottom of the range or sells below. Simple situation. Buys bottom of the range, sells below. Continuation, I don't like. Continuation, I don't like. I can't buy this candle here, not enough room. Liquidity grab to the top of the range and now close below. We do have this. This could be an issue, but we're not at it. This is a nice setup here. We've been consolidating here pre-New York. Open. We've liquidity grabbed the highs. Can I get away with stop loss here is the question. Can I get away with stop loss here is the question. That's going to be the question. A little bit tough. We need, it would be aggressive here, but I feel if we're coming back in the range, it's going to be game over anyway. So yeah, I think I can get away with stop loss there. I can get away with it because if we come back in this range here, it's game over. It's really game over. See where a 1-to-1 is here. Move break even at this level. We watch this level carefully. That could be a that's like my main break even level. It's very close, yes, but what to do? So good top wick, retest the level, trigger us in. Now we tap that level, we push through, perfect. That's okay. We don't have 1 minute structure. Now we're coming back in the range, which I don't like at all. I need to pause this. This is not nice at all. That we come back in the range, but we didn't have 1 minute structure. Yeah, so it's a shitty scenario when it does this, when it pulls back into the range, but I have to allow it to respect 1 minute structure here or make new 1 minute structure. So I can either get stopped out or it has to respect that 1 minute structure, and it did. All right, nice. Yeah, that's nice now, because if it breaks this, it's game over. Oh, that's a big push there. That's a very big push. That's like 70% to TP. So I have to be break even by that push. So that's kind of like one of my rules to go break even. It did tap this previous 15, so it was enough to potentially close, but happened too fast on the way I was skipping on this. So if we can re-break that low, no bottom wick there. Okay, let's slow this down completely, because this is the time where we can actually, let's put it back to like real speed. This is where we can go in 1 minute and see how to get out. If we get back above this, we should take profits. There we go, hit TP anyways. Nice. So we hit TP there. We'll keep this sim. Let's see what gold is doing. Remember, gold had no structure, so I wasn't looking for these sells with no structure. Not in my plan. Was not in my plan. But we're getting some volume back into the markets here. 20 pip push already, which is quite nice. So let's see if we can get some volume after London Open here. Yeah, just no 5 minute structure here is just too risky for me with all of the liquidity issues. You took that trade on the 1 minute? No, that was a 15-minute close. 15-minute close. Just typical pullback trades. That's how it was on gold. Just pullback trades were the one. Pullback trades were the one. But see, in this scenario here, so many people are going to be... I don't want to be a seller right now. I really don't want to be a seller. with this. If I was a seller, I should be in from here, but that was not the plan. We didn't know. Here there was no liquidity. See what DAX is doing. DAX even here, we don't know if there's volume gonna come today or what. It's a really difficult day, guys. Really difficult with CME being closed. This hasn't happened in ages. This hasn't happened in ages. So yeah. $8.8 pip spread on gold. Yeah, it depends on your broker. Some people have high spread, some people don't. How long is Pip Labs offer? Yeah, I'm gonna announce this now. So Pip Labs, guys, I told you I was gonna do something crazy. End of year gift, 60% off. I told you we never started this project for money. It was passion, and we put 60% off, guys, on it. So if you want to take advantage, we're probably not going to do this again. It cost only $10 for another 12, 1, 2, 3, another 5 hours. Another 5 hours. It's costing only $10 for our subscription. There's no excuses to practice. 60%. I'm going to post the code for you guys here. And that's it, man. Now, I got some DMs when I posted this on my story of people asking me, why did you offer it for so cheap? Why are you doing this? First of all, there's a certain company that seems to like my ideas. They love my ideas. They want to replicate my idea. So I want to show them that I'm here not for money, I'm here for passion. So let's see if they can match this. Can they match this? Or do they need their money to pay their rats? Do they need their money to pay their rats in their office? I'm already subscribed, yeah. So the code, the one thing I will be transparent of the code, it is for 1 month. It's not a lifetime subscription of $10. It's a 1 month subscription of $10, right? But again, many people love to use the software for 1 month. You know what? I'm going to transparently show you this, show this to you guys. But I need to somehow find a way to hide the emails. I am going to find a way to transparently show this to you guys. So when anyone joins our system and leaves our system, they cancel it, right? When they cancel, obviously, they have to leave feedback, right? So I want to show you the feedback. So this is all our last feedback. So I have to just hide the emails though. So most people are just taking a break. Taking a break because they need it only for a month. Taking a break, waiting to use it when I backtest the strategy. They wanted futures. That's fine. That's our problem, right? We don't offer futures. I've got quotes, not using it regularly anymore. We'll come back when I want to backtest, and that's it. So a lot of the users, that's why 1 month is fine. Plus we couldn't profitably run it. A lot of people just use it when they need it and then move back from that. So honestly, I think it's a great opportunity and there's no excuses leading into next year, right? There's no excuses leading into next year that you can't. Can we trade futures right now? Not on the live market. No, you can't trade futures on the live market right now. futures is closed. All right, London open soon here. We have a 50-minute candle closing below here. 4-hour time frame, it will close below the 4-hour. There is a sell option here if we do close below. If we don't close below, then we have to wait for after the open. So the reason why we're doing this is because we have so many features coming next year that we want to just celebrate, and we want to just offer something for people who really, and people have been taking massive advantage. We've been very happy. Sells on DAX, let's see the open now. So we don't know if it closed below, yes, but it's not looking like it's gonna close below. Do you know when futures will be open again? Whenever they fix the issue. So they're still looking to fix the issue. Let's see when they fix the issue. Might take them a while if I'm being honest. So let's see if we can close below now. Spreads are crazy right now. They are. That's what I'm monitoring now, is my spreads on DAX. Seems okay for now, but I want to see if we can get a close below here. Let's see how it acts. See how gold is doing on the open here, still continuing down. Wow, this is just nuts. I think, today you could have got away with just closing your eyes and press sell. How many people did try that? Can we see in YouTube chat? For me, my gold spreads are stable. I know a lot of you guys have higher spreads, which will not be possible. Please do not be gambling with higher spreads. But how many people, ended up giving that a shot? For me personally, would break my plan. $4182 up here, yeah, better. Even 4186, man. 4186 would be the one for me. What happened to Ricardo? I didn't know it was gonna be close eyes press sell. Yeah. I mean, you can't with 5-minute structure. Maybe you have 20 pips spread. Yeah, a lot of people have big spreads here. It's totally understandable. Check your spread on DAX, guys, because DAX might have an option here. We might be able to do something with DAX. So check your spreads on DAX. We are now trading below Asian low here. Pretty heavy dump though. If we can get a big top wick, guys, we can run stop loss above that top wick. We take an aggressive entry here. I'll be okay to do that. Oh, unless it dumps last 48 seconds. Something's happening. Oosh. Yeah, we're just getting this massive stack in the market. This is gonna follow here as well. Maybe we can play it. I need to check if spreads are widening though. Otherwise, we're gonna get messed up. Gold is a trampoline. Because of the CME outage, man, it's gonna be pretty whack in the market. Price is just not gonna respect any structures, you know. Let's see here. No top wick. Okay, so that's not gonna help us. On my broker, I have no top wick. Yeah, IC froze for me as well, but now it corrected itself. What the fuck was this, man? My broker is freezing, guys. My broker is stuck. This is gold. It's stuck. Look, this is gold right now. My broker is just frozen. Stuck at 165.64. It's just stuck. Nothing is moving. Yeah, it's just lagged. You should see FTMO, it's jumping 100 pips every second. Yeah. Yeah. It's too dangerous, right? My broker's still frozen on gold. DAX is moving, but gold broker is frozen. Wow, that just jumped up. Let me see if I refresh broker. No, I'm still frozen. Can someone tell me what's going on with gold spread? Yeah, my gold spread has jumped to 5 pips. Yep, IC market is frozen here. For sure. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it because I don't want to do something stupid. I don't want to see charts just running crazy and then maybe I feel like I want to get in. I mean, it is just really dangerous. I mean, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. This is not conditions we should be trading in. This is not something that I can do stuff with. Futures is down. These charts are down. Crazy price action. At least we got to backtest together today. I think that was fun. I enjoyed. We haven't done that for ages, guys. We haven't done that for ages. That was great. I should probably make a YouTube video like that. So there was something we could do together. CS crate opening. Oh, maybe we do a CS crate opening. Yeah, we have to do some sort of gambling. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, okay, let's go open some cases. Let's open some cases. Let's open some cases here. Before we leave, let's open some cases. Leave a like on the stream, guys. I would appreciate that. But yeah, we should keep safe. Remember, we have the sale on Pip Labs. Take advantage, guys. I'm never going to sell Pip Labs for $10. I mean, it was fun. What about GJ sells? If that starts happening on... You just have to trust your broker, man. That's the only thing. If you do trust your broker, it's fine. Play a few matches as well. I would love to. I don't have time today. But I will stream me playing CS. But today I can't play. Tomorrow I will play CS. I need to put my pick'ems as well. This is like some BS. I need to figure out how to put these ones. But anyways. Now let's go inventory. Thank you very much. Do we have any cases here? We do have cases. What should we open? We should open a... we should open... We need some gloves. Do I have any money here? Oh shit, I'm broke. Need to add funds. Let's add funds. Purchase. Oh man, how can I do this on a different screen? What do I need to confirm? It's gonna leak all my details, guys. I can't leak my details on stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna have big problems. If you're on Zoom, you have to watch on YouTube, guys, on Zoom. We have to open one, though. We have to open one. I'll do it from phone. We have to open one. You can't see on YouTube? Oh, yeah, it's not streaming my screen. That would have been a waste. Yeah, it's not streaming because it's a game. And my graphics are different, so it won't work. I have to redo it. I'll do it another time. Fuck it, man. I'll do it another time. Keeping me safe from wasting money. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So we'll do it another time. Don't know why it doesn't work. It's because I have different graphics on for the game. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off now. Appreciate you all as always, guys. And hopefully catch you guys on Monday when we kill it. And let's have a good beginning of the month, guys. Let's have a good beginning of the month. Last month of the year. I really want to end it nice, clean. It's a great year. A lot of stuff I've learned. A lot of things been done. Hopefully we have a good New York session and everything gets fixed. If it does, then yeah, just be careful, guys. Don't FOMO in. Don't do anything stupid. And that's it. So $10 for Pip Labs. Just small reminder because we're not doing. Have you seen such a thing? Actually, no, I haven't seen it like this before. I've seen similar things, but not the same thing like this. So once it gets fixed, maybe it brings some volatility. But appreciate you all as always. Much love, guys. Take care. Tradesharpe. And hope you have an amazing weekend if I don't see you. All right. Peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.